When I read Piotra Mitzner's poems for the first time, I immediately had an overwhelming affinity for them. I had a kind of inner imperative to translate this compelling poetry so that it could be accessible to the audience in English-speaking countries and practically globally, as in fact, unquestionably, English is a lingua franca of our times. To render into English the poems in the volume of verse titled Sister was a real challenge. To convey all their magnificence and elaborateness, considering they are deeply set in the Polish language, contain numerous cultural and historical connotations, and abound in puns, sophisticated plays on words, allusions. How could it be otherwise? After all, it is linguistic poetry at its best. But now let me stop droning on about the translation itself, and let me give you an example of my renditions. Having been a New Yorker for 25 years by choice, immersed in the most euphonic, at least for me, language of the world, I'm speaking here about the variety of English used by educated Americans. I'm going to read one of the poems with this particular accent. Here it goes. Cafe by the river bank. Hey, waitress, give me a table. A pint of vodka, that's all I need. Julian Tuwim. Over the darkened Vistula glows a cafe lamp. At wobbling tables, slurpers, smackers, as well as lads somber and slender, as well as maids laced up and those open like sails. A smiling waitress wiggles her hips, throws off all the eyes glued to her with heat. Fat stains remain on her black dress. The waitress shoots her spit at random, kills someone. Gentlemen, welcome again. And this one what? He rises from the table, plunges his hand between the ribs, pulls out his own heart. Janek, after all, everyone has got that something. Hide it, or you'll let it catch a cold. I drink 'cause I'm a desert. I get my Fata Morganas drunk, my pyramids, prima donnas, death valleys, spectral spectacles and speckles, the black tie of an evil prince cast away on the coast, black hearses, sand in the wheels, flies on the walls and moths run along, and the lift falls like a leaf. I drink, I've got a thunderbolt in the bottle. Sweaty, woken up at night, gouged out of my bed. For what? And what for? We respire higher concentrations. We suspire with a higher concentration. The breasts walk, they look around with fear. The loins walk, squeezed in the shells. It made a mistake. It got unstuck. The body escaped from the soul. Let there be an island, not too big, so that I can be certain it isn't a continent, not too small, so that I don't slip and slide down. A cold shower, a shadow, a silence, a hammock, yes. Do I need this cafe? Do I need this night? And the soul, this little naked human being, waves its little hands and shouts, I don't want. It's hotter and hotter. The scale reaches its end. The universe of fragrances lingers through the air. And it is. The rough rain rubs the skin raw. Once again I order the same, still the same, a stone disk above us. He rubs his rotten eyes, comes from under the bridge, stinks and drinks cat's milk. He rummages through our rubbish. We haven't thrown it away to experience this here and now. You can be him any minute. In this direction the doorway is always open. Did you get wet, sister? No, I was faster than rain. O tongue, describe, depict, declare, draw it from mouth to mouth. The upturned waitress serves empty dishes and takes back the filled ones. The guests sit on the upturned chairs, upside down. They all froze, neither flesh nor fish, like a sort of dish. Who shouted check? Who shouted heck? Me, and me, and me, and a lark in a dark bush. She raises the gangway, the cafe sets sail. Under the bar, a naked corpse.